Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another field test indoor shooting video. Today we're looking at the GAMO P-27. This is a CO2 blowback BB and pellet shooter. So it has dual mags, 8 rounds on each end. I've got one side loaded up with BBs and one side loaded up with pellets. We're gonna put hopefully about 3 rounds of each through the chronograph. If I can get a good average, something consistent there, I'll use 3 rounds. Try and do this in as few rounds as possible so that we can get readings that are, basically I don't want to shoot too many in BB and then less in pellet after I've emptied the CO2 out, because essentially it'll be a little lower than what it should be. So we're in fire. I'm going to shoot this in basically single action. And if you're interested in this product, I have done a tabletop video review. Again, it's a CO2 BB pistol, pellet pistol, non-blowback with a rotary magazine. So let's get right to it. And here we go. I'll put links in the description to buy it in Canada and the US, and of course a link over to the blog if I can find that for you. All right, here we go. 324. This is BB's, by the way. Error. 349, getting a little better. 342. We'll do one more. We'll throw out that first one. Okay, so around 334 to 340-ish. Now we're going to do pellets. A little slower. We are using about 7-grain pellets. 291, I can see them going. 282. I think that's pretty consistent. We'll stick with that. Well, let's just do one more just in case. All right, so 277. So starting to drop, partially due to the CO2 coming out a bit. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my camera glasses on. So sorry, folks. This is a new camera setup, and normally I roll everything all at once. I'm going to shoot just a couple rounds just for fun so you can see what it looks like. But I will try and remember when I do the accuracy portion to do the same thing. So let's shoot a couple rounds just so you can see what it looks like with the camera glasses rolling. And let's do the other side. I will reload this magazine for the next round when I do the target portion. And I'm not sure why. Probably because, there we go. Basically the magazine was in the wrong position because I didn't empty it the first time I shot it. Anyways, yeah, so we'll move on. This video review is a little bit disjointed, but we'll just carry on. It is what it is. And I'll try and get some more camera glass view for the next round where I actually shoot to see what kind of accuracy we get. So we're gonna basically put a whole mag, 8 rounds into the target from 30 feet down range, both with BBs and pellets. So let's get to it. I have got my fresh paper target set up 30 feet down range. I've got 8 rounds of steel BBs loaded up in the first cylinder there, or the rotary mag in the top. And then I've got 8 pellets. So we're gonna do this one at a time, and I'll take a quick look. So we'll put 8 rounds in with BBs first here, and we'll see what we can get. I am gonna shoot in single action just because it is a single action pistol. And double, by the way. And I forgot to turn these on, so we'll get the camera glasses for the last few rounds there. At least we'll get something. Got to get used to this format, having to turn on the glasses for each time, but we'll get used to it eventually. I think I have 3 rounds left. Okay, we'll do one more just in case. Okay, that's it. Let's take a quick look. All right, so not wonderful, not terrible. If we got rid of these two, we'd have about a 2-inch grouping. I think this was like one of my closer to last shots. So, you know, if we were to throw those odd balls out, we'd have about a 2-inch shot placement. But in this case, you can see here, it's more like about a 3.5-inch grouping. All right, let's switch up the target. And let's see how pellets do for us. Okay. All right. We'll get this camera going again because it's got a 1 minute capacity. And here we go for pellets. Let's see if we can get something decent here. A little slower. You can see them going. See, they're a lot tighter. Way tighter. Wow. I think this might be it. Okay, let's take a look. That was definitely a lot better. Yeah, that's not too bad, really. Almost an inch group, but I'm going to stretch it out to about 1.5 inches. But that's, you know, really close to an inch grouping. If you threw that one out, you know, 1.25 inches, a lot better. Gunshot, a little bit high, a little bit to the left with both pellets and steel BBs. So it's just the way that the sights are set out of the box. You can't really adjust these. So it is what it is. You'll have to just aim slightly differently if you want to get a different placement on the target. But, you know, shots were definitely a lot slower, like under 300 FPS with pellets. But at 30 feet, you can see here, this would, you'd have no problem hitting a pop can once you figured out where the sighting was. You could hit pop cans all day long, and a pellet will go right through there, no problem, BBs, pellets. So a fun little plinker. Does give you the option of steel BBs or pellets, so you do have that option. I'd use pellets, obviously, unless, you know, accuracy really wasn't a thing, it's just fast shooting or whatever. But for accuracy, pellets, definitely not a pest control gun or anything like that. This is just a fun gun, inexpensive gun. Gives you the option of shooting pellets or BBs, and it'll be fairly efficient as well because it isn't a super high FPS gun, so you're going to get lots of shots per CO2. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also check out replica.airguns.ca for air guns, BB guns, pellet guns, blank guns, accessories like that. Same with replica.airguns.us. We have all those products there if you're interested in other products. Links in the description for this as well in Canada and the US. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time. Take care.